It is almost common knowledge that fairy tales are cautionary tales that warn us against entering the dark woods, biting into the poisoned apple, and of course against trusting the big bad wolf. Most importantly, they try to shoo us away from the fairies and the wicked tastes for cruelty. This is the story of some poor souls who had not the luck to stay away from the fair folk. They had to learn that the bloody Brothers Grimm downplayed the reality behind these stories. Tonight, we will join two lost changelings who are trying to free themselves from their fairy lord. I would love to tell you we were in Berlin in the year 2018. But to our great misfortune, we are in a completely different place. This is Red Moon Role Playing, and we are playing Changeling the Lost Homebrew Edition. There's no place like this anywhere in the mortal realms. The towering mountains at the horizon, the eerily glistening rivers down there, the woods illuminated by ghost lanterns. All of this is part of a godlike being, a lord so mighty he can form any creature's body and mind to his will. Some fae and mortals come to him to seek the wild festivities under the ash trees in the middle of this land. Others come to make deals. Most of the inhabitants of this land were human once. He took them and brought them here to be his slaves and playthings. To better fit his needs and whims, he gave them new bodies and tormented their souls. His name is synonym to pain and wonder, magic and torture. His name is Lord Ask, and this is Arcadia. At the heart of this world stands a giant ash. Its highest twigs are reaching the sky and catch stars during the nights. Its roots dig deep into the deepest dreams of mankind. Every evening, a feast is held under its mighty branches, and the high and noble lords and ladies come to this holy place to drink, dance, torture the servants, and stab each other's into the back. What a delight! One of our protagonists should be close to this event. David, tonight is the night of your escape. Where are you? And what do you look like?
In this place, I look, well, like anyone, really. That's the point. I don't really have any defining features. Not anymore. Just a blur where my face should be. And yet, the rest of my body is very, very well dressed. Whatever fashion Lord Esk has decided he wants today is what I am wearing. And it is colourful and bright and made of the finest materials. Materials that don't exist, really, except here. So that's me. No identity, really, but a pretty thing to look at, and a pretty thing to speak to. That is my purpose here. But today I am watching the corners. I've been watching for some time. I think I know where visitors come and go. It's been difficult because these places change and they're never quite the same, and the rules are never quite the same, but I think I finally worked out a place where, if you're there at the right time, there's an opening. I think, at least.
This sounds really promising. As you're attending to your usual duties, there's somebody approaching you. Who might this person be?
I believe they would be one of the keepers. Lord S. cannot be expected to watch all his servants all the time. Of course he has some of his more loyal playthings who just make sure that everything is perfect, because everything must always be perfect here.
It's a beautiful lady. Her hair is running over her shoulders, and it has the color of the morning sky. Her eyes are deep, like the ocean. Perfect features. She comes really close to you, smiling, a wicked smile. You do know her. You did her a great favor once. And you know, doing favors for the fairy does have consequences.
Indeed it does.
Little Shadowborn, you are of great service to your master. It's a delight to see.
I do a little bow, my body bending quite easily into such a position, perhaps unnaturally. You do me too much credit, my lady. I am honored to be here and to serve in any way possible, especially one with as radiant an aura and as delightful a wit and as beautiful a sensation as yourself.
Your flattery is most pleasant to me, but I didn't come for words to you. I've come for business. I do have something that might be of importance to you, and I'm willing to trade.
I remain silent, waiting for her to continue.
You see, we did have our exchanges in the past, and I'm open for new whispers if you did get any today. And for such a thing, I would reward you with this. And she opens one of her graceful hands, and there's a small piece of paper in it, looking somewhat displaced here and reminding you of something out of your grasp. It is of a pale red color, and it has some unreadable captions on it. It really doesn't belong here.
The item fills me with hesitation, but also curiosity, because something in me still seeks. That is my task. I seek things and find out things with charm or aggression if need be. That's what I do, that's what I am. I think. There was more, wasn't there? But I don't remember that, but then, yes, this... I look and I kind of... Again, my expression is no expression, because my face doesn't really exist. But I think I want to find out what this is. I say, my dear lady, why would I be interested in such a thing as that?
It seems to come from a place which would be dear to you, as I was told.
I see. Could you let me know a little more, my fine, radiant lady of transcendence?
Your words are like honey, but I'm no fly. You would have to purchase it to learn more.
Very well. I could tell you something. A secret for a item. Would that be to your merit?
Yes, it would be.
I kind of wring my hands together. Even my hands have a certain translucent quality to them. I say, I believe Lord Aske will be dining with the Lady of Sorrows, but only one other invitation will be given out. He was going to do some testing on who should get that invitation soon, his next gala. If one wanted an advantage, well, knowing that he'll be testing on that day could be favourable if you also wished for an audience with the Lady of Sorrows.
This is a most valuable information. I am pleased with you. You shall have this trinket and my gratitude. I'm looking forward to other exchanges. And she gifts you with this small piece of paper.
And I do a complicated bow, and I turn away, for I know that the conversation is over. There is no more to be said, and you do not waste time with the... I don't know. The betters, is how my mind perceives it at least. And I turn to look at this paper. I don't know why I wanted it so much, but now I have it, and I'm eager. What is it? What does it say? What does it do?
It, as already mentioned, the caption isn't readable, but there's a small picture on it. It's hard to discern, but it does look like some sort of ticket to an amusement park. Yes, this seems to be about right. And with this in your hands, you feel a little bit more reassured for your journey tonight.
Yes, that's where I'm going, isn't it? Escape. The reason I want to escape is to get back to where I was before, and this was something to do with that place, isn't it? This is good. I pocket it on my person, and I look forward to learning more about it later. When I remember, I think I'll remember. Again, I'm not sure, but I don't let that distract me. The opening. I need to be ready, and I need to be calm before I go for it.
The ticket with a Ferris wheel on it disappears in your pocket. Not far from here, there's a small hovel, and our second protagonist is usually hiding there, dreaming of a land far away. Hannah, tonight is the night of your escape. Where are you, and what do you look like?
I am curled up at the corner, trying to get some kind of restless sleep, but probably failing. My body is covered with tiny, fine hairs, and I can feel the touch of dirt and the wind blowing in through the cracks in the walls. I have dark, frazzled hair, but through the middle of it there runs a broad streak of white, almost too white, and it reaches down towards my bottom. I'm covered with caked mud and leaves and something else. It smells, but it's good. It's good. It masks you, doesn't it? Yeah. That's the important thing. Cause I don't need to be seen, do I? No. Or heard. Or smelled. Yeah.
Not only you're hiding yourself with these techniques, you also made an contract, an agreement with the earth to hide you. It does work most of the day until the hunt starts, until the lords and ladies and their minions blow their horns and get you out of hiding to run you down over the course of the night. But it might be 1 or half an hour before this will be happening, as it does every evening. There's somebody at the entrance of your hall. A small girl with amber eyes, and she crawls near to you. She is late today, but she visits you often to hide with you, to dream with you. You can't remember ever speaking a word with her, but you do have some kind of unspoken agreement. Tonight she visits you again. What do you feel?
Sad. I don't know why, but I know I will miss her. Why will I miss her? Yeah, I will. Her dreams were always the sweetest. They kind of gave me peace, but I can't stay here. I can't rest. I draw her near and hold her close and listen to her breathing and fall into the rhythm.
She fully accepts this embrace, and she is hiding in your arms, digging into your pelt. Then, after she was silent for so long, and some minutes more, she looks up to you with a knowing look in her eyes. You will be gone tomorrow, won't you?
I snarl as this kind of reminds me that I won't be able to help her anymore. I think so. Yes, I can't stay.
She is trying to hold her composure. That's really good for you, I think.
I can't take you with me. It doesn't work like that. I will come back for you. Yes?
Her emotions are all over the place. You can see it. You can feel it. Sadness. And then a sliver of hope. You would come back? Are you making a promise right now? Yes, a promise. I give you for all you have given. I give a promise to you. Yes. A promise is in this world a law of physics. A promise made in Arcadia can't be broken without dire consequences. She rests reassured in your arms. And then she is taking something from her pockets. And is giving it to you. It won't be much, but I think it's helpful to you. It's important you get it, so you can come back and rescue me.
I stretched out my clawed hand and carefully accept her gift.
Once again, it's a small piece of pale red paper with close to unreadable captions. But you can see the picture of the Ferris wheel. The thick paper gets immediately wet from the sweat on your hands. It feels good to have this. It feels a little bit like the crystal you are hiding so well, like a beacon.
I nod and I pat her carefully on the head and I say, Now rest, dream, little one, yes.
I wish you farewell, and please don't take too long.
I will be back in a blink of an eye, yes.
These are your parting words. She does not talk anymore, and soon you have to leave this place forever. As the sun is setting, on Lord Esk's command, of course, there's some turmoil at the borders. Alarm horns sound. Every dazed and half-forgotten hobgoblin is shaken out of their dreams. Bird-like creatures screech and take flight, looking for prey. And what a wonderful prey is to be had. Someone is trying to escape, leaving through the holes in the walls. You are these escapees running, trying to keep close to each other, for you made a pact to leave this horrible place together, and you are leaving through the holes David found earlier. You knew there would be a hunting party on your trails, but so early. So you begin to run and make your way through the green maze called the hedge. It is a deadly labyrinth made out of thorns and claws. It tears at the ragged clothing of the escapees, scratching your skin, ripping at your hair. Your heartbeat fastens as you hear the sounds from behind you. Crashing through the briars, the pursuers stick to your heels. But even that is not enough. The sky has darkened and thunder rolls. The air thick and heavy, demanding an additional toll from your lungs. Every time a thorn tears at skin and flesh, it doesn't only take away from the body, but from the mind too. There are only so many memories left, and you're losing more and more of them for every thistle you pass. Heavy tears run down your bloody cheeks. Now you can hear the breaking and crashing of twigs and bushes behind you. As the rain starts pouring down on you, the first hunters are behind you, 4 feet pouncing on the ground, the eruptions in the soil trying to get your hearts out of rhythm. A crazed glance to your side tells you you have lost the others. The snarls of the hedge wolf drills itself into your ears as it jumps at you. How, David, do you get rid of this beast?
Well, I have been moving as fast as I can, keeping to the routes I know. You see, it's strange, my pact with my friend. Although, there have been times I've thought it's more than that. There's been a reason I've wanted to work with this one who calls herself Hannah. I can't remember that, though. What I do remember is that She knows the hunts, and I have often been on the hunt, so we have combined our intelligence to make this work. I know, as we are in this moment, there's a small little nook, a nook that we have to get in immediately. If we pass into this nook, I will be able to hide the entrance. I am going to try and use the power of trapdoor spider trap. This allows me to, when I step through an opening, any opening, I can cloak it with glamour to make it impassable, or not even there at all. It is only an illusion, but hopefully this being will not be able to pass it. I believe this power costs 1 glamour. As I dive into this little nook, I grab Hannah. Quick! Through here! Quick! Quick! And I will activate my glamour.
As you hide with Hannah in this little nook, glamour sweeps over the entrance, and it seems as if you were hidden by some thorns and leaves. You can hear the snarling wolf trying to find you. You just were there. How can you be gone?
Indeed, and as it's sniffing, I of course have to pay the price. And you hear me, Hannah, muttering under my breath, "The time I remember. One clever little prey came here. They came to this very spot. That's how I know it is here, and that I tell to the ether to enforce said illusion."
Sniffing, it comes closer, turning every leaf upside down. It's grimacing, saliva dripping from his yellow teeth. It's a bastard creature, half wolf, half hedge. Instead of a pelt, it has dried leaves that are whispering in the wind. Its green shining eyes are becoming brighter, whilst the world around you turns darker. It comes so close, sniffling at the tree, at the entrance of the nook. There has been a trace of you. Yes, you can see from its paws tendrils, vines are growing, aiding the hedge wolf during his search for you. It's only 1 or 2 feet away from you. But your magics, they are strong. Your ancient pact you made with the evergreen, with the beasts, with the night, they are protecting you. And so it turns his gaze away from you, still suspicious, still hunting. You hope you won't meet this creature again.
I look to Hannah, sort of breathing in deeply. Are you okay?
Yes, I believe I can. If we can get out of here, I can mask our steps. They won't be able to find us.
I nod, and after a few moments, walk out once again through that glamour, and say, okay, do what you need to do. Let's move.
I start digging about, picking up leaves and pebbles and kind of looking at them and going over until settling upon an almost round pebble, probably made out of granite or something. Or maybe something from the Fae. I place it upon our tracks in the soft dirt where we're standing, and I spend a glamour call upon Never Tread to mask our footprints for our pursuers. I whisper softly to the earth while I do this, and thank her for helping us. That should do it. Yeah, we can go now, run.
And I do so. It's a strange partnership because while I have the knowledge, I feel Hannah is the one who has the actual skill. Although, no, I need. We both need each other. I do as she says.
And so, your tracks hidden, you move carefully through the hedge. It is a irritating place. As you wander, the hedge walls come closer. The briars coming close, like snakes trying to get a grip on you. Their eyes deep in the woodworks, looking, observing, waiting for a chance. It grew silent, although there are always slight whispers in the background. You have to be really careful. This road, this path, if you want to call it that, is very treacherous. It's easy to slip and fall and to get entangled. You walk, but where do you go? What memory does lead you?
I look to Hannah, and I remember one of the hunts. There was one where someone almost got away, and that is the route I've been trying to remember. There was a statue covered in vines with two arms pointing left and right. It was the statue pointing to the right, wasn't it? I kind of look to Hannah and say, I think we are close. I think we need to go right.
Yes, I remember the smell. The smell is, I can feel. It smells different. Yes, this is the way to go. This, here.
As you follow the smell and your memories, the hedge grows dark. It's hard to find the way. The rain doesn't help. Soon, your way is riddled with puddles, and you feel movement behind you. Up there in the sky, there are shadows darker than the clouds. They're moving forwards. It might be the hunters trying to cut off your way, but they don't seem to notice you right now. The air is getting cold. There's something in the far distance. You can spot lights burning in square holes of big cuboids. They have got plain grey facades and flat roofs, so they might be easily mistaken for giant shoeboxes. Funny word, shoebox. It might have held significance in another lifetime. They seem really desirable.
I will begin making my way to these buildings. That must be the way we wish to go. I will take Hannah's lead and do my best to move quietly and carefully.
You are coming closer. And then you see something very strange amidst the trees and the hedge walls. It is a pole made of metal, and it is holding a light. It doesn't seem like it's belonging here. The light isn't moving. There is no small creature imprisoned in there to keep it running. It seems self-sufficient.
I stop in my tracks and kind of hold this other person back a bit. Careful. Magic, maybe.
No. It's not, doesn't belong here. I think it's where we want to go. This is good. Yes.
It is? It is?
Yes.
Okay.
The word lamppost comes to your mind, and it's shedding light in the darkness. Only a few feet away from the gas lantern, there are two trees. The shimmering residual light from the lantern and the deep shadows might be playing tricks on your eyes, but for a short moment you've got the impression of crying faces interwoven into the bark. But of most importance is the space between the trunks and the interwoven branches. Like a cut in reality itself, or a window into another world, a hallway leads out of the labyrinth. It would have been nice if you had been alone, wouldn't it? You aren't. You see one of these wolves sniffing around the gate. And to make matters worse, the light of the lamppost, it's flickering, turning darker. Soon, you will be engulfed in complete darkness.
No. I get ready to fight. This isn't happening. I'm almost home. And I evoke the power of summer to give me relentlessness and fire. And I prepare myself to fight this beast that's in our way.
Seeing you ready yourself, I just step back a little. I am not skilled at direct confrontation, but I will not get in your way. I will ready myself to, if I can see an opportunity to help, I will. But I shall let you deal with the hound.
David, as you're going back into the shadows, please roll wits plus composure.
2 successes.
You notice it just in time. The hedge itself is moving. Tendrils are trying to get you, to bury their thorns into your flesh once again.
I need to avoid them. I will try and get out of their way, try use my natural dexterity to sort of quickly get out, and I will call to Hannah and say, "You must deal with it quickly."
As David cries out for you, Hannah, roll for your secret contract. This connection with Summer is very rarely seen in Arcadia. Let's see if the Wrath will aid you.
2 success.
As you call upon Summer to hold up to its promise to protect you, or maybe more to give you the power to harm your enemies, lights begin to spread from you. You're given an aura of sunlight, the cold suddenly disappearing, and you feel strengthened. Summer is not stealthy. Summer is not to be hiding. Summer is here to fight, and that's the signal the wolf receives. It takes up his head, looking at you, and showing its teeth. It snarls.
I growl a deep growl coming from somewhere deep inside myself as I bare my claws and teeth and throw myself into the battle to get past, to incapacitate, or even to kill my foe.
This brute attempt will take you to roll strength plus brawl +2 for Flames of Summer.
2 success.
You attack the wolf, and it's ready for the impact. You drive your claws into its sides, and it is trying to bite you. It will take you longer to tear this guardian down. It might give other creatures the time to arrive. You can get into this longer fight or end it right now, but this would be at a cost.
I want to, more than anything, get past this creature. So my initial attack is, even though I would love to cause harm to this foul beast, it's my main purpose is to drive it back and get past it in some way and slip through that window into the other world. The other world that's home?
Yeah, that's right. That must be home. The wolf has to disappear. How do you get rid of it, and what does it cost you?
I throw my tiny, in comparison to the wolf at least, body against its face, its eyes, and clawing at what goes for eyes on this beast, and drive it backwards, drive it towards the hedge, to the thorns and to the ensnaring branches. I hope that will give us time, me and the other one that's escaping. It should give us room for the final break. As I do this, I drive at it with my claws and my bites, and I manage to get it ensnared, but just as I managed to get it stuck between two prickly branches, I turn to lunge away into freedom towards the window that I can feel. It's teeth closing in over my paw, my foot, and a guttural growl rises in my throat as I take aggravated damage from this fiend that's trying to keep me here, keep me where it's not home.
You can drive it off, at least a little bit. But you do have a wound that's letting all of your blood running down your body like it was a river of hell. The path seems to be clear. David, you might make it. But at the last second, you realize there's a foreign will, a force which wants to have you here, don't let you go, and descending its tendril minions after you. You have to evade. Roll for dexterity plus athletics.
Very well. And so I roll my dexterity athletics, and I get 1 success.
You think you can get away, but the hedge, it is faster. It lured you into a false sense of security by letting you know it is acting, but slower than it could. One vine gets to your neck, slinging itself around your throat and burying its thorns into your skin. You feel the pain.
Yes, this is a dire situation, and there's only one thing I can do, but it will cost willpower. And as I channel my willpower and my energies, I just reach out for the darkness. Not the darkness given form, but the natural shadow that was still in the area, becoming more and more. And I, for a short period of time, 3 turns to be precise, become insubstantial. I become shadow. I am shadow, nothing more. And hopefully that will allow me to, at least for a few moments, be harder to hold for these tendrils.
Yeah, that seems to work. You start to lose your physical form and you feel the grip loosen. There is a very important memory, one of home, which was suddenly awakened deep inside you. What do you remember?
I remember a young girl. She was very important. The most important. And again, I remember the one who was with me. She was there. She was with me before. Wasn't she? That's why I care about her. Isn't it?
Yes, you're right. And for a brief moment, you had the fear to lose this memory to this place, to the hedge, to the vines. But you secured it. You can take it with you. The wolf is getting back on its feet, trying to make out the more important target between the two of you. Darkness is falling down. Hannah, what do you do?
I rush towards this window, but I can't really leave the other one. I can't. So I run back and start pulling, tugging at him to move, to go. Through my clenched teeth, I kind of... We need to go now! No! Go! And I start running towards the window again, to the portal from here.
And I will do as she says. I am insubstantial now, even harder to see, even harder to touch. As you kind of grabbed at me, it was like you were grabbing at the vestiges of those clothes, but even the clothes have suddenly just become nothing. But I do move towards that exit as much as I can. As much as I can.
Yes, so you do, and you arrive at the gate. There's darkness behind you, darkness in front of you. No houses, no street lanterns, just the two of you. One ethereal, one gleaming in the colors of summer. As you reach the threshold, even the hot brightness of summer wears off, and you too are only left with bare hope and each other as you step across the verge.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying, where we play the adventure Red Moon Above the Spreepark for Changeling the Lost 2nd Edition. Our game master was Tobias, who you can find as Tommer2 on Twitter. Players were Craig and Jenny Bremberg. Changeling the Lost 2nd Edition is published by Onyx Path Publishing. The music is made by the talented Simon Kölle, who you can find at simonkolle.com. Sound effects are from soundbible.com and salamisound.de. We would like to give massive thanks to our champions of the Red Moon, Martin Heuschober, Nastasia, Raulerson, and David for their generous support. And we would of course also like to thank all of our other patrons. Without your support, the show would not be possible. Thank you again for listening, and see you soon again.